fun. And what do you want to do? Do you want to have fun, or do you want to run from doctor's office to doctor's office to doctor's office with all types of physical complaints and never really getting the true essence of why they're there? This is what's been happening in my particular office for a number of years. And I have to tell you that early on in my career, I kept asking that great question: why are they here? What am I missing? What is really going on that this person has this complaint? And it started to really resonate over the last 10 years with me. And it changed the way I look at my patients, the way I looked at myself, the way I looked at my family. And I started to realize something really, really powerful, that this epidemic that we suffer from is from our perception and our belief system. It's within us. And you have to remember that the further you get away from that childlike innocence, the further you get away from being who you truly are supposed to be. You can't, I think of it this way. I tell my patients this sometimes. Picture yourself walking down Main Street in your little town and your head's going the other way on the other side of the street. They're not connected. Your head and your body don't seem connected. Why is that? Because your head is overthinking the world. It's trying to think of how you fit in. And your body's like, dumpty-dump, I'm just moving along, looking for a pool to jump in to have some fun. It's completely confusing and it's a disconnect. But if you can take yourself and recognize that all of these physical concomitants that are inside of your body are literally just reflecting what your brain is telling them, then you're halfway to treating it. And you have to remember this, that your body is whispering. Every time something goes wrong in your psyche and in your belief mechanism and who you are and who you want to be, when you mess with that, it's like turning the radio dial just a little bit off. It sounds staticky. That's that little static whisper that your body says, is that sore, that neck right now? Because it feels a little off. No problem, couple of Advil, I'll wait it out. You keep waiting it out and that whisper will turn into a scream. And when your body starts screaming, you wind up in the wrong office. You wind up in some office where they provided you with some instant gratification and relief, and you bought into it and said, I'm good. But in reality, are you any closer to being who you are? Well, I challenge you and say, yeah, because you're closer to death. You're going to die an earlier death if you don't get yourself to understand that the true essence of who you are is deep inside of here. And it's not easy to access it if you don't know how, or even ask the question, should I try to figure out more of who I am? Because I can tell you this, you are not what you do at work. You are nothing that you do. Your calling is in here. It can't go away. It's impossible to kill. The only thing that can kill your calling is death. And you're not dead because you're watching me with those two peepers right through the TV right now. So this will never happen while you're alive. You must look at yourself and decide, who am I? What is my calling? Don't do what you're supposed to do. Do what you feel like doing, what makes you go. And if you can do that with pizzazz and passion, then your body resonates and it heals. And then other people like what you have, they enjoy it. Then you share it with them. And then the team comes out to assemble so that you can tell others and you can make money and revenue. You have to get back to the true essence of living, and you must get back to who you personally are. Without it, you're living a lie, unfortunately, and I don't mean to bust your stones. I'm just trying to give you something to think about, that if you're living a lie, it does not feel right. And when it does not feel right, the body reflects your emotional state.